A few minutes later, Dr. Manning fastened the device around my waist. His hands felt frigid, almost like putting my hands in an icebox. Once he connected the device, he walked around to the front and programmed it by dancing his fingers across its miniature keypad. "You are to wear this until we figure out what is causing the DP-119 in your system," Dr. Manning ordered, holding his elbow in his palm as he rubbed his chin. "I am inclined to think it is something you are eating or drinking rather than something you have been injected with or are breathing." He regarded me with a lofty expression before exiting the room. I removed my hands from Graham and Nate, hopping off the bed. I straightened my flight coveralls as I glanced at my watch. 0900 hours. Now if you two will join me in my office. We are late for our meeting. They stared at me as though I grew another nose and turned orange. "You just found out that someone poisoned you," reprimanded Nate, grabbing my arm. "You are going to our quarters to rest." I shook off his arm as if it were a serpent. If I was going to rest, I would have stayed here. I shuffled to the doors, past Nate and Graham, who still looked at me in stunned silence. I turned on my heel to face them. "But if it makes you feel any better, I will lay down on the couch in my office during the meeting." And with that, I disappeared out the doors. "Chip, can you recite the names of the jury members of the court case the Freedom Alliance versus Malcolm Danes in 2148, I required of the computer, sitting on the couch in my office." I laid down, turning on my side. I surveyed the people at the conference table, wishing I sat with them instead of having to lay down on the couch. The chair at the head of the table, my usual seat, remained empty. Graham sat at its right. Nate at its left. Colin across from it. Allison Blackman, Lauren Brandon, Todd Carter, Matt Colby, Gate Duncan, Troy Kohler, Marcy Natale, Alex Phillips, Christine Powers, Bo Salmon, Jack Scott and Patricia Zander. Chip answered